Okay, so this next one is a little controversial, the lux on a little, right? Because sometimes luxuries, the small luxuries in life, do cost a little money. And this one is one of those, but excuse me, pardon me, depending on what your income, this isn't quite, I wouldn't say this is bougie. Sometimes this is like for mental health purposes. So if you could maybe cut back on Starbucks, something along those lines, because we're going to talk about like cleaning services and wash and fold and everything like that, right? So if you are in a place where, if you can't afford Starbucks, right, or maybe a couple of less subscriptions, maybe you could also look into having someone come in and clean just once a month, right? They've got services for this, right? Or if you're a person that like you're really busy, but you just can't seem to fold laundry. A lot of ADHD people have like the clutter and the hoarding, and because they have issues with the executive function and the procrastination and not having somebody to model and always feeling like, well, you don't apply yourself, right? So you have to work with your own neuroplasticity and your own, excuse me, your neuro, whatever, bio neuro, that thing, and know thyself, right? And so if having a little less caffeine, maybe, or like a different gym, maybe you don't go to the $80 gym and you go to a $40 gym, and then you spend that $40 and you hire somebody to clean, or you drop your laundry off and get it folded, right? Or you find a neighborhood, I mean, there's so many people that are in need, Facebook Marketplace, right? And find someone that would come in like twice a month and help you out, and then you can keep up with it, right? And then, because sometimes, again, that mental health of like always feeling like there's, you know what I mean? And here's the thing is, when you have someone come in and clean for you, it's going to help you stay more organized, because first of all, it's going to feel really good, right? And so your environment always reflects your mental state. So with me, I know, with me, I have that Virgo trait, but I'm also an Aquarius. My heart, like, I'm very creative, right? When I'm going, I'm writing things everywhere, whatever, and then everything is a disaster, right? I'm trying on clothes, I'm all this other stuff, I've got notes everywhere, and then it's like, right? Now I know thyself. I have bin therapy. I just get my big bins and I put paper in there and I put clothes in there, and I can do it daily so I can clean up very quickly without stressing out. I'm not like having to fold it and put it up into the closet or whatever. No, I can just paw through it because I'm going to do that anyways, right? I can fold it and put it in a drawer, but I'm going to go for one thing and everything's going to be crazy. So now I just put it in a bin so I can just paw through it. you know but like goes along with like. And so here we're talking about, like, did I get, yeah, convenient services. So yeah, having some things that will take something off your plate, which will free you up for creativity, and not sitting in your home and feeling like, oh my gosh, I want to relax but I can't relax because I've got so much laundry to do, so much whatever, right? So really focusing on your quality of space and of time and environment versus what people, and you don't even have to tell anybody, right? Because a lot of people will be like, oh, you can afford cleaning, but you won't pay my lunch or something like that, right? Shh, move in silence. This is for you. This is true self-care, right? And so nobody needs to know, especially because they will weaponize it against you, right? They will, and say, well, you've always, like, if you just need to get it together, right, and apply yourself, and then you'll be, no, it's just called sometimes, right? But how many other things can you do? You can multitask like a mofo, right? Or do some other thing. Pavarotti, the opera singer, should not be running the 100-yard dash. Why? He's always going to be mediocre at it, right? We have to learn some things. We have to learn how to feed ourselves and be kind and all of the things. But you don't have to be good at math to get through this world, right? Algebra, I mean, if you have a choice of doing things that you don't want to do, don't do them. Put your energy into the things that you are passionate about. And then, I hate when people say it, but then you'll never work a day in your life. I love teaching. I love tarot. I love showing people like how to improve their lives, whether it's making money. Like, I think 9 to 5s are just BS. I do. You just open yourself up, especially if you're empathic or creative or anything like that. And I don't use empathy as a weapon. Like, I'm an empath. No, learn how to protect yourself. Okay. Learn nobody can make you feel something that you don't accept. Now, you may have to learn, right, how to do that. But no, they were in a bad mood and I'm an empath. So now I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood because of you, because I'm so sensitive. No, you weaponize that sensitivity. You take that sensitivity, you walk in the room, you feel that energy, and then you back up and you protect your own. If people bring that energy, notice how your body feels around people. I get around really toxic people. I literally, Like this is actually like one of my biggest tells that somebody's like a true predator, because I projectile vomit and diarrhea within like 24 hours of meeting them. I'm like, oh, who did I just Papa, ABC boys. I was not expecting that. You be surprised. So just knowing, again, knowing thyself, knowing your body rhythms, knowing what's going to help you get through the day and get through the month and get through to your goals, right? If you want to start that YouTube channel, but you're always, getting, babysitter, getting a nanny. Yeah, so it's looks on a little depending on your budget, right? A little of your budget could go a long way. I was going to say go a Lux way. Also, if you need help with, I have a 30/60. I don't have that one up there, but I have it in the works. Where basically it's like you will spend a day together and I can help you remotely, right? Get your stuff together and motivate you. Like, let's get through this drawer. Where can you put, like, what? Because once you get it done, then you have an idea where everything has a place and stuff. But sometimes people want to be so perfect, right? A lot of neurodivergent people want to be so perfect that they're like, I can't get it to perfection, therefore I'm not going to begin. And here we talk about sloppy execution is always going to trump, okay, is always going to be better than perfect planning. So if you can start getting into, okay, I'm going to sloppily execute this, because most people that are ADHD, right, can focus like if it's on something they really enjoy. So how about, making rewards, doing something, again, they say with the podcast or whatever, but there's other things you can do. Like for me, I don't, I was in Airbnbs doing like laundry for 10 rooms and I was cleaning them and reservations. I spent a lot of time, right, by myself. But so in the meantime, I smoked a lot of cannabis and took edibles and enjoyed myself and had fun and listened to podcasts and read books and all of the things, right? It's like, there's nothing wrong with it, because people are going to do it. They're going to do it. Oh, she's taking an edible versus having a drink. Much rather have somebody behind a wheel with an edible than I would a drink. Okay. So it's time to start getting your head out of your bum, right? Because cannabis therapy truly saved my life. Like good medical grade. Like I mean, I stopped drinking for like 9 months just with edibles when I was in Arizona on my road trip, right? Just with edibles, lifelong, because you got to understand your central nervous system. You have to understand when you are sensitive that you are. In order for me to be this sensitive to pick up the information, I don't have right now. I have bright lights on, but then I'm going to be going down and turning them down, right? I don't do blue screens after a certain time. I don't, right? I have to be the parameters. And so I just want you to start guarding yourself and guarding your energy. I'm like, where did we go? Oh, the convenient services. Yeah. Because I know it seems like a little off one. But anyways, definitely check it out. You can go into Thumbtack, again, Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure there's somebody that's willing, that needs $25, right? Even if you say, here are the cleaning supplies, will you just come in here and just handle like half of this for me, right? Just tackle this garage or something, or do it with me, right? And I mean, high schoolers are excellent for that, right? And these days, I mean, if you've got next door, if there's people that, around you that have kids that are like 16 or something like that, that can help you out, that would love to make $1 and maybe, start up something of their own, right? Be like, hey, if you help me out with this, blah, 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 I'll give your name to such and such. I love barter and trade. When I lived up in the mountains, that's all we did with the neighbors. I had lived in a cabin with my 3 dogs, 500 square foot. And my neighbors, we just, everything, flea market stuff. Like if you do this, I'll do that. I mean, I don't like spending cash. I've had a no cash. I haven't spent a dime since December 11th. Other than like my actual like grocery needs, not even one Amazon, not a dime. I want to do a no spend year, right? Because last year I invested a lot because I had basically 3 years of no spend, like not one thing I was able to have other than like trying to pay my because I can't go into a lot of that because there's still stuff under investigation. But just needless to say, I had to keep my nose very, very clean. And it wasn't going to be by like doing spell work and like gambling spells and all this other stuff. I gambled. I put in $60 last year because my person was like, "You got to get into Prize Picks, whatever." I gambled. I lost like $5. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. So I only gamble when it's protected play, so that I can't lose any money because I cannot. I cannot gamble. I cannot spend just. And here's the thing: it's so funny. I get these people after me. They literally like perpetuate gambling. Do you know? Like, oh, we're gonna what the Bible says about gambling. And you're literally like a pit boss. And tarot, like playing cards are actually the original tarot cards. Okay, do your homework before you throw your Christian stones and glass houses or whatever. All right, so we're done with that. I do have. Let's see here. Let's find one of my favorite. Let's see here, because we're talking about one of my road openers. We've got the jealousy, the windfall, the force horseman, the paradigm shift. This is a really, really good one. This is like, if you really want to have, in tarot, we have the hangman. And when the hangman, it's like getting he's hanged upside down. He's getting a different perspective on life. And so this is kind of one of those. It's called the paradigm shift. And it definitely helps because these are road openers. So these are blocks inside of yourself that you can use so that you're like, okay, well, what is my block? Okay, I do have trouble with cleaning or this, that, and the other. So you can either help yourself get on that train, or you can say, maybe I need to look at things differently. I need to look at my finances and what's worth it. What do I require? Right. Even with your job and everything like that, if it's something, that you just hate, right? Or maybe you just hate going into a brick and mortar. It's okay. People are like, oh, you're going to be lazy. No, start getting into digital products. Start YouTube universitying it. Okay. Learn a skill. What if we have another panini, right? This is why I went down this rabbit hole. I've been developing all of these because I was like, never again. All of my income had come from being, in a restaurant, right? Hospitality, planes, and all that stuff got shut down. And I was stuck like Chuck because people were stealing my unemployment check. Okay. So I learned, okay, I'm going to have to do something. I started doing Airbnbs because I was getting free, like I could stay for free while I managed it and then get my, get experience under my belt and get really, really good reviews and then move on. And so I started with 12 rooms and I went to 18 rooms and 24 rooms, So, and all the while, like getting them up to par, right? And all of this is, by the way, like on the Airbnb, I can account for every single minute of my whereabouts since 2015. So the paradigm shift, this is a really, really good one. Again, it comes in amulets, or you can put in bath salts. I can put it in a candle for you. The candles are my favorite. I just burn it for like 5 minutes. I burn it usually a lot for it to pool so it doesn't tunnel. And so these will last you forever. I'm thinking about doing like a small 6-pack of like tea lights, but I'm having trouble with anyways. Let's go ahead and shut this down. Oh no, yeah. If you're interested also in, image consult or anything like that, you can look at my services down below. I have 30, 60, 90-minute calls as well as 1K day where we're basically spending 6 to 8 hours and doing whatever you want, because I've got all of my menus are going to be a la carte, so you can just choose what service that you want and then we'll just dive right into that. Okay, you'll basically also be getting a really big lesson with Chat GPT, because I pretty much use several AI for all sorts of different things. And then you're also going to get my YouTube planner, my ultimate YouTube planner. So you don't have to, every of those $1,000 ones are going to have a planner, a custom planner for them. But yeah, that one is, I recommend everybody these days, you need to start a YouTube channel like today. Again, if we have another panini, right, you've already got something in the works and not freaking out about it. So be prepared. Luck is when opportunity meets potential. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, I'm starting to I can feel my energy. I need to go get some cottage cheese. Yum. I get on it. Okay, I'm just rambling. Can you tell I'm a little tired? All right, we'll catch you on the flip. Bye.